continue reading out of The Lost Mine from where we left off in our last video. My head was attacking me. All the motivational speakers screamed for me to wake up and carve time out for yourself. I was out of time. I would try to reorganize my time, and there seems to not be enough of me to go around. Nothing left to give of myself. There was no time for my dreams. My mental health was always reminding me that I was never going to be able to reach my goals, screaming at me that I was just a failure. My thoughts were going to everything I fear. All I wanted was someone to tell me I was enough, yearned for someone to tell me that I was all they needed, and hear the words of I am worthy. Those people tell me that I am lovable. They tell me all the time. I just do not hear it because I did not feel lovable. I felt shame. Shame that I was letting everyone down. Shame that I would never be enough. I was too damaged, and all I could do was move to the next day. My mental health was craving affection. My mental health was craving affection from my loved ones, laughs, spirits, and lifting with the thumping of the stereo and feeling the memories and the music. The radio is the portal to the past. My mental health was keeping me in the past, not able to stay in the moment. The train in my head is coming off the rails, but I forged full steam ahead. There was danger ahead that could bring my ship down. This is the inside look on how I was feeling in early 2021, going inside to try to resolve the troubles I faced of a decaying mind. I held my past close to my chest, hoping that the memories would mend me. If only I could remember these events, it would bring me peace. It only made things worse, pushing me inside of the cavern of my soul, chaining me to an unchanging story. And I know that I read this in a recent video. So just skipping around. I stared out those windows, riding inside of my sun. My fiery glare set fire to all those that crossed my vision. When I found out that Johnny died the next day, I went to my mom's. She lived at the top apartment of this house. This house had 3 apartments. My family lived in all of them. From 2004 to 2013, I lived in all of them. In high school, I just lived with my sister Tab in the top apartment. And in the summer of 2006, I moved to the middle apartment with my sister Cheryl. At the end of the summer of 2006, I spent most of the time with Jessie at that apartment. Then I lived in the basement apartment in 2012, and right before Johnny died, I moved out of the apartment and moved in with Jeff. We moved to a trailer at Rocky Fork Lake. The day the news reported on Johnny's death, reading the news report at my mom's, my mom comforted me and helped me navigate with my feelings. Jeff and I were rocky. He just confessed to cheating on me from 2008 to 2012. It was our entire relationship, and we were getting over it and moving on, and he was wonderful, buying me kitchen tables and doing the house projects, and this time I was falling in love with Jeff. He was a changed man. My mom and Jeff liked to drink together. They played cards with her every Friday night, and after she recovered from prescription pill abuse, my mom always had health issues, her heart and eyes and stroke scares. She suffered from anxiety from embarrassment after leaving her bus driving career in 2005. My youth with my mom was spent riding school buses. She woke up at 6 a.m., started the bus, then dragged me out of bed, and I loaded on the bus when I was little. I knew when I was little I would get carried. I grew and she would walk me. I'm going to read a little bit out of Gilmore now. Planning his next move. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Shane. He would look up and smile, and I would melt into the forbidden fruit he was. Why do I always want what I can't have? It's always just out of reach for me. Shane was a good man. He has done some bad things, but he was good. I wish we could have stayed right there. Life had to move forward. I do not want to see him. I do want to see him when he gets out, which I doubt I will. I'm not really his type. I'm not really anyone's type. This is likely stemming from my lack of self-esteem. Either way, I would be there for him if he reached out. I would show up for him. He appeared like the devil in hell, distract, distracting me from the rock bottom I was at. He said I changed after I was discharged. I did. I struggled with medications. I had a mix up coming off of medications from the asylum and the new medication. It had completely new to me. I laid in bed all day. I got scared of my room and slept on the floor of my living room. He called me all day, and it was nice to have someone to talk to. He we started arguing. He wanted me to help make him money. I just wanted him to be there for me, understanding it would be 2 years before we would see each other, and I can tell when a guy loses interest. Still, I go and I sit in my mind, sit at that table, stare in his eyes while he looks at his cards. Shane gave me butterflies. He was real. I could touch him. I could feel him. I could reach out and he was there. The years leading up to the asylum, I lived in this made up world, writing scenes of love. The other party was just a ghost in my bed. Shane was there, and I still want Shane. I loved him. I would I know I love everyone, but I really loved Shane. I loved his grit. I loved his darkness he couldn't tame. I felt at ease with my problems because his were so much larger. He had a true black in his soul, and I felt like my glittery attitude would heal him. I've never tried to kill myself. I've had suicidal ideations, but had enough know how to fight the urge. He was there because he hung himself with a bedsheet. Then they found him unconscious. He had bruising around his neck when we met. To feel that amount of despair to want to end your life, he felt hopeless. I wanted to save him when he really saved me. Shane held my hand in the darkest moment. He asked nothing of me but to be there. He helped he helped me get up. Even after he talked to me all day on the phone, he heard me giving up. He gave me hard truths about myself that I needed to hear. Shane, although in prison, is resilient. He has enough to navigate the prison system for most of it. He's had to navigate the prison system for most of his life. He I've had a good life. Although I've struggled, I get back on my feet. I've worked hard for my degree and kept a good job. The last couple of years, I didn't have a healthcare job. Weren't that bad. It helped me to gain perspective. I have gratitude for Shane. We left things on a bad tone. He spoke to me in a way I didn't deserve, and I think in time he would see it was wrong. I can't keep chasing men that don't want caught by me. If I wrote him, what would it say? I'm not sure. We left things pretty ugly. It's a shame, really. I would have been good for him. What I need to do is love myself right where I'm at, the extra 40 pounds and all. So I wrote this a while ago. I have lost the 40 pounds. And I still have more to lose, but I had gained. This is my body weight that people are most familiar with and I'm comfortable with. It's the most common weight, and I struggle to get past this weight, but I'm working on my health goals. But I just got off the phone with Shane and we're doing great. But he's my buddy for real, and I love Shane. Like, I have like a deep love for him. I think that he is an amazing person. He has done so much goodness for my mental health. I can't even tell you. Hearing someone go through worse things than me really helps gain perspective, and then I'm not so like, oh, poor me, my terrible life. Because then I go, like, I have a great life. I have a beautiful life. It's only going to get better. There's only good things for me. I'm only going to accomplish my goals. I'm only going to get to where I'm going. I'm only going to get to do everything that I want to do. I'm going to get to travel the world and see new things and meet new people and write better books and see all the stuff. I but right now Shane, he's not like my boyfriend, and I know that I wrote stuff that I just like want him to live with me and run away together, and I know that I can't do that, and it's going to be some time before we're able to be where we think it's going. I think he's a good guy, but he's got some hard paths to walk that are much harder than all of us, and he has, is paying for his crimes and speaking out about prison reform and bringing change and bringing awareness to the systems for me has really illuminated some writing paths that I'm going to walk soon. But making videos about prison reform is what I'm going to do because I'm really focused on building this media company that's just me and the voices in my head. So, something about schizophrenia is all these voices, they give you ideas. So, all of my voices are usually pretty positive right now. So, it's just like a ton of positivity, which feels like overwhelmingly great for me. And I just need an outlet to like get the energy off of my chest. Thanks for watching.